Welcome back to another I Know First daily stock market forecast. At I Know First, we've created an artificial intelligence predictive algorithm that forecasts the stock market on a daily basis. Our goal is to find the best investment opportunities and to beat the stock market. Today, we're going to analyze and talk about investments in Bitcoin versus gold and see which asset our AI picks. First, let's look at the performances from Bitcoin and gold over the last 4 years. Each line here represents a single year and shows its percentage gain over that year. On the left, we can see Bitcoin in 2023 and 2024 had two massive years going up more than 100% each. But then in 2022, as well as this year so far, it is negative. And not just that, but 2022 it went down over 65%. Gold, on the other hand, is much more stable. In 2024, it went up more than 27%, and 2023 went up over 13%. This year, it is having another phenomenal year, up more than 10% so far, while Bitcoin is down close to 7%. Even though all 4 of these years are positive for gold, it has gone up way less than Bitcoin has over the long run. As most of you know, the market is not looking too good right now. In our last video, we showed how our algorithm was showing signs of a downturn for the short term. We saw high volatility as well as the forecasts for the American market being negative. If you want to watch the full video, click the link in the description. What we didn't say in our last video was that not only was our algorithm showing those signs, but it was also showing that gold had a very good forecast. More than usual. This is another indicator that the market is turning, because when gold goes up, it means people are scared of the market and are putting their money in a safe asset. Right now, because there is volatility in the market, everyone is looking to put their money into assets other than the stock market. So now the question comes, do you invest in Bitcoin or gold? All the top news outlets are asking this question. So let's try to answer it. Pros and cons. Looking at Bitcoin first, Bitcoin pros include it has very high growth potential. It is decentralized, meaning no one person has control over what happens to Bitcoin, but rather every single individual controls it. And there is a finite amount of Bitcoin, meaning when Bitcoin was established, there was a set token cap created at 21 million coins. This allows there to be no inflation and no excess amount of Bitcoin to make it useless. In fact, it makes it more valuable, given that with the world population at 8 billion, only 384 people in the world can own 1 Bitcoin. This makes Bitcoin super valuable, as long as people give it value. Some cons for Bitcoin include it having to deal with cybersecurity threats. For example, a North Korean hacker group called Lazarus stole $1.4 billion worth of crypto. That can't happen with gold. Additionally, Bitcoin has to deal with regulatory and technical uncertainties. And lastly, Bitcoin is super volatile, as we saw earlier. Some pros about gold include it is not subject to inflation. As the inflation goes up, gold goes up. Gold is also very stable. It's an asset that doesn't fluctuate so much. And gold is a tangible asset. Some cons about gold include it having less growth potential. Because gold is so stable, it's not going to go up nearly as much as Bitcoin does. Additionally, gold is very heavy, so you can't carry it around in your pockets. And lastly, gold can always be mined, and there is no set amount of it. Looking at Bitcoin's technical analysis, we can see Bitcoin made a double top, which is a sign it will go down, which it did. However, we see some support coming up around 82,000, but Bitcoin can bounce upwards before it hits that target. And for gold, it is at all-time highs, so we can continue to see gold reaching new highs. Now here are our Bitcoin and gold AI forecasts. For the 1-month time frame, gold is actually ahead of Bitcoin. Gold has a higher signal, however Bitcoin does have double the predictability of gold, which means the AI is more confident in Bitcoin. On the 1-year time frame, Bitcoin is back on top, with a very high signal and very high predictability. Gold, on the other hand, has a lower predictability as well as a lower signal. So, for the long term, our AI sees Bitcoin being a better investment than gold, but gold being a better investment in the short run. Our AI doesn't just forecast the stock market, but it also forecasts crypto. On February 14th, 2024, our AI made a forecast for the top 10 cryptos to buy for the next year. In this 1 year, Bitcoin soared, going up to 96% in just 1 year. The average return for this forecast was 55.5%. Additionally, our AI also forecast commodities such as gold, silver, wheat, cocoa, and more. In this 7-day time frame, gold went up 3.5%. Thanks for watching. Make sure to like and subscribe. Let us know what you think is a better investment, Bitcoin or gold. And here's to smarter, AI-driven investing. See you next time.